Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala Muhammad Rasulullahi Kareem. Relation between polar and Cartesian coordinates. Here we have to find the relation between polar coordinate system and Cartesian coordinate system. We know that about Cartesian coordinate system, it is denoted by these two perpendicular lines. This horizontal line is called x-axis and this vertical line is called y-axis, and intersection of this point is called origin. I can denote it x-axis as xo x dash and y-axis as yo y dash. It go to infinity both sides here and there. Here if any point lie in this plane, there are four quadrant. This point lie any of the quadrant. If we locate it here, if I perpendicular draw on the x-axis, let it be on the point M. If we measure this value, if this value is equal to small x, I denote it is a capital X and it's a capital Y, because I will take this value small x and this distance which is parallel to y-axis is y. Then the point we go from here to point M after passing distance x and traveling distance y parallel to y, we get we reach on the point P. So Cartesian coordinate is x comma y. X called abscissa of this point and y is called ordinate of this point. On joining O and P, we can find this value, because it is 90 degree. According to Pythagoras Theorem, we can find this value, which will use in polar coordinate, finding polar coordinate. What polar coordinate is when we take a point as a pole and any line as a initial line. So I take origin as a pole. This is pole in polar coordinate system, and this line is initial line, means theta is equal to 0 in polar coordinate system. By these two things, point and line, we can find any coordinate on any point in polar coordinate system. We have to find the relation between polar coordinate system and Cartesian coordinate system. For point P, if this line is rotate from initial line, means x-axis is equal to theta, this line rotate theta and go to and make an angle theta, and for point P we have to go from here O to P. If this value is R, then we can write the coordinate of polar coordinate as r comma theta. Here theta is angle when we rotate from initial line to that point, and this r is distance from pole to that point after rotating and make and goes to point B. We get this distance r. We have to find the relation between r theta and xy. If we find the value of x in terms of r and theta, we can we go in triangle OMP. We know that cos theta is equal to, which is base upon hypotenuse. In this triangle, for this angle, opposite side is perpendicular, and opposite side of 90 degrees is hypotenuse, and remaining side OM is base. In cos theta, base upon hypotenuse. Base is OM and hypotenuse is OP. Therefore, cos theta is equal to OM, which I denote as x, and hypotenuse is as r. So we can get the value of x as x is equal to r multiplied to cos theta, r cos theta. Similarly, in this triangle, we can find y by applying sine, which is perpendicular to hypotenuse. Here, for this angle, opposite side is perpendicular, which is PM, and opposite side of 90 degrees called hypotenuse. So OP sine theta, PM is here y, and OP is equal to r. We can now find the value of y by multiplying r2 sine theta, r sine theta. This is value of x and y in terms of r theta. We can get the value of r and theta in terms of x and y by these two equations or other method. Now first I find the value of r by using these two equations, y squaring and adding. It's squaring equation 1 and adding squaring equation 1 and 2, squaring and adding equation of 1 and 2. Left hand side the square x square, and left hand side of equation number 2 is square y square. Similarly, right hand side square r cos theta square, and equation 2 right hand side square is equal to r sin square theta square. On squaring, both factor will be squared because it is multiply, and I use the formula AB square is equal to A square B square. So apply in this here r square sin square theta. Take r square as common, we get cos square theta plus sin square theta. What we know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Therefore, we can find the relation. We can find the value of r square in terms of xy. R square is equal to 1. R square into 1 is equal to r square. Therefore, r square is equal to x square plus y square. Now if we want to find the value of theta, so I will divide so that r will cancel out, because I have to find theta in terms of x and y. So elimination of r, we should divide equation 2 by equation 1. We get left hand side divided by left hand side and right hand side divided by right hand side. R sin theta upon r cos theta, cancel out r. Y upon x is equal to sin theta upon cos theta. We know that it is becomes tan theta. If we want to value of theta, so we have to take tan to left hand side, which becomes tan inverse y upon x is equal to theta. So we get theta is equal to tan inverse y upon x. We can also find these last two values by figure. It is second method if you want to solve by it. If we apply Pythagoras theorem, as I already say in starting of this video, in triangle OMP, by Pythagoras theorem we get we know hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. So r square is equal to om square plus om is equal to x and mp is equal to y. So we get easily from figure r square equal to x square plus y square. Also for value of theta, we can apply tan theta in this triangle. We know that tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base. We know that perpendicular is opposite to theta, which is equal to pm, and base is om, which is equal to x. So I write the value of pm and om, and we get tan theta, and by this we can find the value of theta, tan inverse y upon x. It is a relation which I have already find in these relations. Thank you very much indeed for listening me. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.